Kira the Great Glass Spinner.
It's a banding deck.
It's a deck based on band. Yeah, and like 3 Aether Vials seems like a weird number to me. Agree it's weird or no?
Weird is one word.
Jerry says it's
I
weird.
might choose another word.
Another W word?
Is that a rune snag?
Yeah. No, that's 4 Rune Snags.
Well, obviously you need 4 rune snags.
Actually, that would be like the worst card to play like 2 or 3 of, right? Rune Snag, like literal the worst.
I did actually see somebody earlier also playing Rune Snag. That's the
I wonder if
second
someone's
Rune
done
Snag.
that. I bet you could look up Adrian Sullivan's archive and there would be like a 3 Rune Snag deck there.
Yeah, for sure.
And like he probably like top 8'd a PTQ with it. Like, all right. Let's see.
So Phil Drennen on the right. We'll put the deck list so that we have that. So
Green Sun Zenith and you switched it. I got confused.
sorry, I'm trying to make it so we have the deck list
So
line up.
you're
with
on
the screen
Todd's side because I refuse to be a booster of
Maverick
Maverick. So I'm stuck with banding
deck.
So you've got Noble Hierarch, Knight of the Reliquary, Quasali Pride Mage, Scavenging Style. He's got 2 Fauna Shamans, but he doesn't have the
He doesn't go with the Elish Norn Loyal Retainer
Elshnorn
version.
style. Thalia, Guardian of Thraben, Gadok style, Scrib style, Linvala, Keeper of Style,
This is
Mother
a
of
stylish
Style,
deck.
Style Mind Sensor, Green Sun style.
Adam Kai knows about Maverick decks.
Yeah, but I mean, he does something a little. He does
No
something a
Loyal
little more
Retainer, Elish
exciting
Norn.
with his.
But there's
Oh,
a Mother
we're
of
starting.
Runes on the table.
Versus
and,
an Aether Vial
yeah.
and a Fauna Shaman. But
Yeah.
Todd can't even get any Vengevines with this.
Todd Mulligan to
6.
6.
There is a counter on that Aether Vial. I'm waiting for some excitement. Anytime an Aether Vial hits play, I like it.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to be a booster of Phillip on this one. Also, I don't like Todd. There was this one time
mean.
I was playing against him on Moto, and he played like Geist of St. Traft, and like by the way, I'm going to tell you these cards, and this was a modern match. He's like Geist of St. Traft, and I'm like Gets Verdict, and he's like, "Are you kidding me?" And then he won. That's why I don't like Todd.
Okay. Windswept Heath cracks for Phil.
So he knows I don't like him, and that's that reason. Okay, so and he was like, "Oh man, I drew so many lightning helixes." I'm like, "Yes, I remember you did." Bant, Death, and Taxes. All right, there's one counter on the Aether Vial. There is a Tundra in play. How much is a Tundra? Like 120?
Something like that.
You don't have to look it up every time. I just agree
keep
with
asking me.
I know, but that's part of the banter.
The banter?
Banter. What do we got here? Thalia, Guardian of Thraben. Okay. Adam Kai, what are the breakers here? Is like Mother of Runes really, really awesome?
Are you still in the tournament?
Okay.
I got matched against someone that was X21, so I just skipped it. Because I was X2.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like Mother of Runes is pretty important in this matchup, right? So you refuse to answer the question.
I mean, I got top of main deck.
What?
I got top of main deck and Linvala.
Yeah? Oh, Linvala would be awesome.
I mean, yeah, he should be able to lock out most.
Yeah, Linvala is definitely big.
He's got to watch out for the Gilded Drake, I guess. But, I mean...
But Mother can protect you from Gilded Drake, right? Does that work that way?
I think you just, I don't know if
Pick
there's
and swap
targets.
without targeting? It's been a while since I've seen that one.
But yeah, so I told him to jam 2 Fauna Shamans over there today.
Yeah.
Geist of St. Traft
But this is really good.
Yeah?
for Phillip, and looks like a go. All right, so Caracas returning Thalia. And
Fauna Shaman
Fauna
activating.
Shaman, yeah. Fauna Shaman activated. And see.
He's getting. Oh, he's
Discards
tossing
a Thalia.
Thalia.
No, it's Gilded Drake is targeted.
Oh, so if Gilded Drake is targeted, then Mother is awesome against Gilded Drake. Okay, answers our question. Todd Anderson looking for a loyal retainer that's not in his deck.
Instead, I think he's going with Knight of the Reliquary, and he
Ooh,
is.
a fine card. So I guess the Caracas is going to contain, and you know, every time Thalia wants to jump down, but not.
Can't deal with Geist of St. Traft.
But you know, I mean, the other guys can deal with Geist of St. Traft probably. Todd's probably expecting Swords to Plowshares out of Phillip's deck, right?
I would think
I mean,
so.
like you look at these colors,
Yeah,
look at this
for sure.
position, probably think to
I
yourself. Swords
mean,
to
there's
Plowshares.
definitely Swords to Plowshares, right? But we know there's only one, and it is not even in the main deck.
No, there's 3, and it's right there.
I didn't see those.
You didn't see those 3?
Totally thought you were bringing it up because there weren't any, and I like glanced at the list and I was like, no, I didn't see any.
No, I'm just thinking about how often Todd has to keep up his Mother of Runes.
Right, okay.
It's interesting how these decks play out kind of like standard Delver decks, where they just play out a lot of guys and nobody has sweepers. You know, like so it's
Right.
about jamming advantage at like out on the battlefield.
So there's a Knight of the Reliquary from Todd, and it is a mere 3/3 at the moment.
It's not a mere 3/3. I believe it's a human knight.
It's a human Knight 3/3. And Thalia comes down from Phillip's Aether Vial.
So, I mean, it looks like Geist of St. Traft is probably going to be scared to attack this game.
I could see that.
They like,
Scaredy ghost. So
it's like Casper the Friendly Geist.
yeah, he just smiles.
Bounce.
And Caracas bounces the Thalia yet again at the end of Phillip's turn. Todd untaps, draws.
Swords to Plowshares. Ooh,
And
Vendilion Click.
Vendilion
after
Click
draw.
flashed in by the Aether Vial after Todd's draw step.
He's not blue. What some people might not know is that Vendilion, that's a legendary click, right?
It's his.
It is a legendary. So,
I like-
Caracas, thoughts?
I use Caracas with my Vendilion Clicks so that I can reuse them.
Something?
I mean,
I don't know. Oh, is he going to just blank the Vendilion Click by plowsharing it? But he has already the Caracas. That's
He doesn't want to get.
yeah, he doesn't want to keep getting re-clicked. Yeah.
All right, he doesn't want to get
click,
clicked
click,
every
click,
turn.
click, click.
So-
Why is this not working out well for me? I keep giving it back to you.
So,
But
ships Quasali Pride Mage.
and draws a Sylvan Library. I think I'd trade Pride Mage for Sylvan Library.
I'm actually curious why he would ship a Quasali Pride Mage. The only thing is to kill his Aether
It's
Vial?
gonna kill his Aether Vial, yeah. It's another guy. I understand, but I still like the. If I'm Todd, I'm happy with that draw of the
Yeah,
Sylvan
it's
Library.
awesome. That's a sick upgrade.
Yeah.
You're just gonna pay 8 or whatever here.
All right, so some fetching by Phillip.
Oh, he's even got a fetch land for his Sylvan Library. It's gotta feel so filthy. All right, look at Todd's hands are together. He's like waiting. He's like, please let me have my turn. Just a moment, please. Come on, Geist. Aren't you ever gonna come? I guess the fetch land doesn't matter that much if you have Knight of the Reliquary open as well. So it looks like Todd's just gonna play a grindy game here, right? He's eventually just gonna get so much advantage out of his creatures with activated abilities that something's gonna happen. Like so, he has got a Linvala Keeper of Silence in his deck that Adam Kai pointed out to us. And
Yeah.
I guess that's pretty good against a deck full of Mother of Runes, Noble Hierarch, Knight of the Reliquary, etc.
Yeah, a bunch of creatures with
Like
activated
everybody with
abilities.
activated abilities.
There's
It's like-
Mother of Runes for Phillip. So both players with a Mother of Runes.
It's going to be really awkward when one player's Mother of Runes is awesome and the other player's Mother of Runes is Mon's Goblin Raiders. Like, it's yeah, like in a turn when
when Linvala shows up, right. So Knight of the Reliquary activated, sacrifice the Savannah.
just get big, or is he going to get something very high? Ooh,
Horizon
he's getting-
Canopy.
Oh, because the Sylvan Library isn't enough card advantages for him.
Not enough.
He needs even more card advantages.
I think he wants to be able to shaman this turn if he draws a creature.
'Cause I guess he just wants to have tons of ability to have a creature in his hand so that he can shaman
Get
probably
a
for
Linvala,
Linvala,
right.
which he can protect with
I mean-
Mom.
It's unfortunate he can't get Elish, Norn, and Loyal Retainers.
So
That's
he's so
just my
excited to
favorite
draw.
part
He
of the
doesn't even have
Maverick
his
deck.
deck yet. So what's it going to be? Is that a creature? Looked like a creature.
I think it was a Pride Mage.
Oh, it was
It
a
is a
creature,
Pride
Pride
Mage.
Mage.
Pride Mage goes
I
away.
bet it's going to be Linvala, Keeper of Silence.
The Fauna Shaman doing some shamanistic
Ooh, correct.
voodoo and turning a Kasali Pride Mage into a Linvala. Just sprouted wings.
So he's probably going to use the Knight of the Reliquary to pay for that, right? And then like leave up the Caracas. That's my guess.
Sure, yeah, I like that.
Oh wait, I mean he could just easily draw a land with his Sylvan Library as well.
That's
That's also
likely. I forgot about this library. It's kind of
What?
half
Ooh,
off
look at
screen.
this.
No land, no land.
Ooh,
Wasteland.
Just pay 8, right?
Take it all.
Just pay. Why
You
not?
taking it all? I'm not saying...
Kaisa Say Traft is never going to attack. That Mother of Runes is never going to tap for value. Like, or not. He just doesn't pay.
He
8.
didn't. He didn't pay. So
Oh,
he just
man.
took. But he did take the wasteland, and I think we're gonna see.
I would be at
Wasteland
11
tap
right
for
now,
mana.
for sure.
No, he's not even keeping up the. I mean, he guess he's got Mother of Runes to protect the Linvala, so.
And he's got. I mean, but Caracas can protect the Linvala. That's the
Right.
other thing. So
I would have played it the way you did, because I
Would you have
the way
paid
you
8?
suggested. I may have paid 8. I don't know. But as far as
oh, he's swinging.
swinging with the Knight of the Reliquary, how big is that
Pow!
knight? 1, 2, 3. I
Oh,
think
Todd's
it's
got.
is
He's
it
probably got a better plan than us.
Is it
I
a
was just gonna
5/5?
grind this one out for like 20 turns of insane value.
Jesse
He's just
Snyder is going to find
attack.
out how big that knight is for us.
I keep forgetting Phillip actually got cards though. He's like, he moved his head. It's like, oh, he has cards. That's no fun.
Players, welcome to round number 1. You have 50 minutes.
All right.
Yeah, I would have left the Caracas up to as more protection for the Linvala.
That's also good against if Phillip plays a legend. You know, like
Right, exactly. It actually has more versatility there, but you have Mother of Runes to protect like something else.
I mean, I think Todd has a lot of granny panties on.
Yeah,
got-
he's well
He can
protected.
cover much
yeah.
buttock with his position. Thalia, Guardian of Thraben. Yep.
Thalia from Phillip.
You got me. 2/1 first strike in the house. And Sylvan Library.
It's a 6/6 knight. Yeah, we got like a super quick glance at the graveyard. I thought it may have been. I think I only saw 3 lands. But
Thalia and a Mother?
he
was
got
it Mind
Mother,
Sensor?
Mind Sensor, and something
So
else.
he's gonna pay extra life.
So he
here?
did pay some life to draw another card.
Oh, that's so sick.
Mother number 2. The brother with another mother.
Smash. I don't think I'd be endangering my. I guess I'm wrong. Chump.
So Thalia
Cluck.
chump blocks Todd's attacking
Wait,
Knight of the
wasn't I
Reliquary.
cheering for Phillip a few minutes ago?
Yeah, because he has
my
blue.
allegiance.
Stop cheering for anybody. Just announce what
Whoever
happens.
starts winning, that's who I'm cheering for.
that seems to be what happens.
In a minute, I'd be like, oh, Phillip drew Wrath of God.
So Linvala gets in though.
Yeah, Linvala is awesome. Brian Kowal says Linvala is like the most unfair card. It's just such a kick in the teeth. And I'm also gonna counter all your birds. Even though every other card in the history of Magic was templated the other way, just because. I mean, that shuts off Knights, it shuts off Scavenging Ooze.
And an Aven Mind Sensor flashed in for Todd.
Rune Snag? Looks like Rune Snag.
Rune Snag for the Mind Sensor.
Snag.
And that makes the next Rune Snag into a
I love how
Monolith,
the
right?
Fauna Shaman is just chilling. He's like, he's got
It's just
whatever.
a grizzly bear.
I could
And
swing.
speaking of
could
Fauna
not
Shaman, there's
swing.
one. I think it's Zenith Fauna Shaman is what he saw off the top. Puts 2 back, keeps a Zenith. I like that.
What are you gonna Zenith? He has every sick creature that he could possibly want.
That
in
he
play.
doesn't want a Fauna Shaman. It was either Zenith,
No,
Zenith
I'm
or
just,
Fauna
I'm
Shaman.
just saying, like, what could he Zenith? I mean,
Okay, so you
Scavenging
weren't. Yeah.
Ooze.
He can get a Scavenging Ooze. I like a
I'm
Scavenging
just saying he has
Ooze.
every sick creature. Can he Zenith for Umazawa's Jedi?
Well, he's swinging again here.
Mangara. How's that work with Linvala in play? Look it up. I want to see if it works.
It doesn't, does it? What?
What?
Did he just chump block? That's all that was for.
He just
I was gonna
chumped
say it
with
can't do
Manga.
anything anyway. It not only does it not work with Linvala, but it's summoning sick.
Linvala. Wow. That was awesome.
It was just a
Todd's got Purify
Chump
the
block.
Grave, Bajuka Bog, Gideon Jura. I could get behind Gideon Jura. Pad the Exile. Who has 2 more Linvalas? Oh, this game could be fun.
Could you imagine him having 2 Linvalas in play?
No. They are legendary.
And then he has to play the third one.
I
That's
think,
why he has not.
I think he will summon additional Linvala Keeper of Silence. That's a
Yeah,
guess.
I like that. I mean, it's so
I like
good.
that. Maybe Gideon Jura? I don't know. I think certainly Linvala, though. What's Poopy in his deck? Mind Sensor? Scrib Ranger?
Well, I
oh,
mean,
Gadding?
Mind-
I mean, like,
Mind
guys are like not
Sensor,
that exciting.
does he not have Fauna Shaman? He does not. Okay.
Thalia?
3
Thought-
Talia's Teague and Mind Sensor.
3 Talia's Teague and Mind Sensor, says Adam Kai. But there are no Elshnorns or whatever that guy's name is. What?
Loyal Retainers?
Retainer.
Maybe cut a Scavenging Ooze or 2.
Gavin, isn't that guy Gag? It's big though. Isn't getting big good? Getting big's
But, like,
good.
what does it do other than meter? Like Knight is a lot more than.
So you think it's likely he's just gonna attack in the air with Linvala, and like that's gonna be his big game probably.
Or just attack the Knight. I mean, I
It's-
think he, like the only thing Todd, well, I guess he doesn't know the guy has like Gilded Drake and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So I think that's one thing.
Attention players,
That's one way you
in
can get
standard
blown
win
out.
box
Yeah.
number 7, your event is ready up inside that stage. Once again, players in standard win box number 7, your event is ready up inside that stage.
I think otherwise the matchup looks really good.
Yeah, so-
You know, like I think that's the only way you can.
So yeah, so let's.
So Adam says that he can get blown out by like
Gilded Drake.
by Gilded Drake because Todd didn't see it. But I think Todd's probably gonna try to set himself up with
protecting them.
Mother of Runes and/or Caracas early. Phillip's got Stony Silence and Enlightened Tutor. Jidde's good. He might bring in Jidde. He's got Linvala of his own, actually.
Yeah, he's got 2 copies of
Ooh.
Linvala. I keep
Could
looking
be a
at the
game.
2 different deck lists and getting mixed up which one I'm looking at.
Yeah,
'Cause
so-
they're such similar lists,
So
but they're
Linvala-
so different too.
Linvala, I could see Linvala coming in.
Yeah, I mean,
Had the
you
Exile.
saw how good it was. I'm sure Linvala is probably there for Maverick, just like Todd. He's
Yeah,
got the one
Todd
main. He's got
shamaned
2
it,
more. Yeah, Todd was
so
able to
awesome.
get his. Yeah,
Todd
So-
got like every like ragged numbered awesome manipulation card in his deck. He's got like 2 Fauna Shamans, Mize 1, 1 Sylvan Library, Gun It.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Linvala is for sure. Bring in some spot removal, maybe. I don't know. It's weird because Mother of Runes blanks so much of it, but you want it to kill the Mother of Runes if you can, and Knights and things like that. So, I did like I do like Bajuka Bog against Knight of the Reliquary. You know what I mean? But we saw that happen in the at the Invitational.
Yeah?
Where Bajuka Bog shrank the other guy's knights. It was actually Adam Kai that did it, I think. With he was like, play Elishnorn, and then I'll use my knight to get a Bajuka Bog, shrink your knights to 2/2s, and of course Elishnorn just kills it. Because Elishnorn gives his guys -2/-2. So they were like huge knights. There was like 11 knights on them. Maybe it may have been like 2 or 3 knights on the other
mean, that
side of
sounds
the board.
pretty awesome.
They were huge, and he's like, basically, I can't remember which order he did it in, but he went like Bajuka Bog, Elishnorn. So knights all shrunk to 2/2s. Elishnorn comes down and just clears them. So I mean, I like Bajuka Bog for opposing knights. I also like, Adam was saying Scavenging Ooze as a possible card to side out, but I think Scavenging Ooze is a card you want, again, to keep people's knights in check. And there's only 2.
It's big,
And it gets big. I mean,
It's easy to get with Green Sun Zenith.
It does. It's pretty versatile. Like, it gains you some life. If you're getting low, you can...
What was
can do
crazy
that.
to me is when this deck started, when Maverick first came out, there's Punishing Maverick, there's regular Maverick,
Mm-hmm.
and then like the original versions, and then you see the versions that have Stoneforge. Like You know, I like the ones that have like Stoneforge missing and Green Sun, like all this searching, you know, and then Adam went in a different direction with Fauna Shaman to search. What was crazy to me is when the Tarmogoyfs started to disappear, right?
And
like this is like a green-white aggro deck.
By scavenging ooze.
And like
in most cases.
you know, there are fewer and fewer Tarmogoyfs. You know, they didn't all go away at once. People had 4 Tarmogoyfs still, and they had 3 Tarmogoyfs, and then like they would eke by eke, a little less Tarmogoyf was in the deck.
So I believe Phillip is mid-mulligan right now.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's going to 6 or if he's already past 6, gone to 5, but we will find out momentarily.
I do not think that people know what tier 1 means.
It's the first tear that comes out of your eye when you're crying because somebody's playing green-white decks on Legacy.
Reading
with no blue.
C-Figs.
That's what you told me earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, why? What do you...
I'm just
are you
reading
responding to?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I'm pretty sure people don't know what tier 1 is. When they
that's
they
not
say
what I meant.
things. Just a guess. I actually know what tier 1 and tier 2 mean. So, for example, actually, we were talking about Ravnica before. The reason that a lot of people liked Ravnica and the Ravnica block, and then I think this era ends when we get to, what was the second Time Spiral expansion?
Planar Chaos.
Planar Chaos. So when Brian Schneider actually stopped being the lead developer of Magic, and we got to Planar Chaos, I think that's when we theme it. It's called the
Phillip didn't mulligan. I guess that wasn't a mulligan. It looked like he was just shuffling for a long time. Maybe it looks like he's definitely got 7.
Todd's got his maze a bit.
I think he's got 7. I thought he did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, he's got 7.
So
So no mulligan. Okay.
No, Todd's gonna mulligan actually. What people liked about the Ravnica, I mean, you can like various things about Magic. Right now we play Haymaker Magic or Star Destroyers Magic, whatever you want to call it. But it was called the Tier 2 metagame. It's what.
Right.
Do you remember the
Tier
2 metagame?
Yeah.
So it was designed by WotC Development to be called the Tier 2 metagame, which was that they tried to design it so there would be no Tier 1 cards. Okay. By the time Future Sight, which is the 3rd Time Spiral set, comes out, it's obvious there are Tier 1 cards. Tarmogoyf, for example. Right. And then Damnation actually started right before then. But the Tier 2 metagame is all like, the philosophy of the Tier 2 metagame with no Tier 1 cards is that all the cards are of equal value, more or less. So it could be high value cards, right? Like Lightning Helix is a highly effective card.
Right.
But all the cards are about as good as Lightning Helix, okay?
Right.
So that people would play, like Compulsive Research, Lightning Helix, Signets, Lightning Angel, actually not Lightning Angel yet. But a lot of these cards are very similar in power level, and what that allowed players to do was to build wildly different, disparate decks without, a structured notion of this having to be played with this having to play with this, and archetypes being so rigid as they are in many other constructed formats.
It was a very open format.
It was the most open format that we saw in Standard in years. So much more open than today, certainly. Like today, you see formats that are defined by cards like
Igonjo Castle.
Well, I mean, you look at Legacy. Like I think Green Sun Zenith and Mother of Runes are 2 pillars of the Legacy format, right? Would you agree?
Yeah. As of recently, as of the Maverick deck, really
because they're so
out.
important to Maverick, you know.
Right. So speaking of those 2 cards, those are both on the table right now. So Mother of Runes resolves from Phillip, and Green Sun Zenith resolves for Todd. Gets a Dryad Arbor, and Phillip now plays a Windswept Heath.
I think like Green Sun Zenith might be a Tier 1 card in Legacy.
I think so.
Might be. Mother of Runes
I can see the argument.
Is maybe a Tier 2. It's likely a Tier 2, but it's. But like Force of Will and Brainstorm are clearly Tier 1 cards in Legacy.
Right. Underground Sea.
Underground Sea. Jason Mind Sculptor is probably a high Tier 2 card, but it's probably not a Tier 1 card. And what are we going to see here? Quasali Pride
Mage from Todd.
So I think, what's he saying, like, get me with a Rune Snag? I think he's like begging Phillip to get me with a Rune Snag. Seeing if Phillip kept his Rune Snags in. I think we're about to find out.
Phillip fetching a land with the Windswept Heath. Looking for a blue source.
Ooh.
That is a tropical
Offer
island.
might just be accepted here.
Yeah. I think I see Jack and Kate and Sawyer sitting on the beach in that island.
The director is not happy with that reference. He, like most reasonable people, was highly dissatisfied with the final season.
Okay, sorry. Gilligan and Marianne. I get a thumbs up from Jesse Snyder on that one.
How about Ginger and Marianne?
Ginger's there too.
And the professor. Oh, so he gets the trop but does not rune snag.
No, he just fetched at the end of turn, I guess. So there's a Misty Rainforest for Phillip. Okay, there's a shoe hanging from a tree in that Misty Rainforest.
Vendilion Click.
Vendilion Click for Phillip.
Kind of a sloppy Vendilion Click.
Yeah, he
Yes, we
played it before
Played it before
fetching.
I mean, it's one thing to play before you tap your lands, but play before fetching. Oh, I think that Umezawa's Jitte is not long for the world. I don't know about you.
I think it's getting fate sealed.
It's not really. Is that fate sealed?
I mean, not really from the top of the
Top
deck,
of the
but
top.
it's going to the bottom anyway.
It's
It's getting hallowed burial.
Yeah, I was. It's getting Terminus.
Terminus. Okay.
Actually, it's actually there's no easy card for this.
So, that is true. That is what happened. Vendilion Click takes the Umezawa's Jitte, leaving Knight of the Reliquary, Kasali Pride Mage, Mazavith, and whatever fresh card Todd got that replaced the Umezawa's Jitte.
Todd's hand's pretty solid.
Yeah. It's really solid, actually.
I mean, I don't think he's quote winning right now, but I think his hand's pretty
he's
solid.
got some
Whoa!
days for Todd's Knight of the Reliquary.
At least he couldn't have paid for it, right?
Yeah, he couldn't have paid for it.
That would have
So,
been a.
plays Mazavith, which does not add mana, so not whether he played the maze pre or post night, it was going to be dazed successfully by Phillip. So
All right. So what do we got here? Green Sun Zenith.
Phillip has no play, passes back.
Not dazed me this time, bro.
Todd plays Wasteland and gets a Knight of the Reliquary into play.
Is he gonna nug the Iganjo Castle? No.
Wastelands
Tropical
the
Island.
Tropical
Ooh, the
Island.
only green source. Ooh, Plowshares. Can I save it? No.
Swords to Plowshares
Gain
on Todd's
800
Knight.
life.
It may only be a 4/4, so it may have only been
For
life.
800.
All right, Todd plays a Kasali Pride Mage. Pride Mage number 2 for Todd. And a Noble Hierarch. It is Exalted Angel City over on Todd's side of the board, minus the Angel. He just needs Linvala. And she will be quite the Exalted Angel. +3/+3.
No.
Uh,
Vendilion Click, right?
He's got Phillip has Vendilion Click and Mother of Runes in play to Todd's double Kasali Pride Mage, Noble Hierarch, and Dryad Arbor.
Ooh,
also a
something
creature.
something
So
awesome.
Green Sun Zenith
I'm guessing what I know
for
what it's going to
3,
be.
probably Knight of the Reliquary. But Phillip has a response.
Is it a daze again?
Gonna get he cracked the Windswept Heath. Probably a tropical island. Does he have more than one? Yeah, he does. I was gonna say.
Is it going to be a void slime?
He's got 2 tropical
What
islands.
if it was a void slime?
That would be impressive.
Well, he can't cast. There's a Iganjo Castle. Remember
Yeah,
void
yeah,
slime?
yeah, yeah.
People were so
I
excited
loved
for
Void
that, and then
Slime.
nobody summoned a void slime ever.
I loved that card.
You know why? Because it was basically cancel.
Yeah, it was basically cancel.
No love for a void slime / cancel. Ooh,
And Aven Mind Sensor.
Oh, this could be
This is,
spectacular.
Could
for
be
Phillip.
interesting. So
1,
search
2, 3.
sees
Oh,
no creatures
brutal.
there to grab with the Green Sun Zenith.
Oh, wow.
Shuffles the Green
That
Sun Zenith
was-
away. I mean, on the bright side for Todd, he gets to shuffle away those a few cards because I don't really
I
think he
mean, on
wanted
the other
any
side,
of them.
there's like a 5-power Air Force over here, and he can no longer contain it with a single
Mazavith.
Mazavith.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
I'm trying to find a silver lining.
Todd's got a reasonable
Todd.
race, I think.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's got triple exalted creatures on board. It's a free giant growth every turn. Windswept Heath. Knight of the
It doesn't matter.
Top deck
Whatever. I've got all the Knight of the Reliquaries. Draw some, Zenith for none. Draw another one.
So Knight of the Reliquary for Todd resolves, and he passes back. Phillip with
Mangara.
Mangara of Corondor.
It doesn't matter. Todd's just gonna rip Linvala, Keeper of Silence here. No probs. Or you can lift. I mean, it would be annoying. Does he ever have a spot if he starts lifting it with Caracas?
Oh, I was searching his deck. There's even white since
Yeah, he just cracked a
Todd
fetch.
just cracked a fetch with Aven Mind Sensor in play and went through his whole deck. Yeah.
He did,
Wait,
I believe.
Yeah. Aven. Oh, so Phillip caught it. So what? Oh, this is a nasty procedural, right? Todd has to definitely put the Savannah back into his deck, and then something else will happen.
He's gonna get warned.
Well, there's a table judge, and they will resolve the issue.
That's why these game players suck. I had I just wasn't paying attention in 2 of my matches in the Invitational, and people would just fetch. They'll start digging, and then I'm like, oh.
Two Fat Giant players, your round 2 pairs are up on
And he's searching the top 4.
Ooh.
He gets a forest.
He gets a horse, but he has to shuffle away Linvala, Keeper of Silence.
Also,
And Jide.
Yeah, that's a little rough. Who knows how his deck would have been ordered had it been correct? And he
It doesn't
just
look like Todd's going to get in a lot of trouble there. They're just keeping going. Sword to Plowshares.
not bad, but Mother of Runes will keep that in check. So, all right, Todd on the offensive now. Casali Pride Mage, 5/5, and Vendilion Click blocks the Pride Mage, and Mother of Runes
I would be
giving the Vendilion Click some protection.
very tempted to accept the offer on the Mother of Runes. I think Todd is going to. Offer accepted.
Oh, he's going to Swords the Mind Sensor.
Now he can get Caracas with
Knight of the
Knight of the
Reliquary.
Reliquary and contain Mangara basically indefinitely. That was a costly tap. The Mother of Runes.
Yeah.
For Commander number 5, your event is ready up at the side event stage.
So
Commander
Todd
number
now
5, your event is ready up at the
doing
side event
exactly
stage.
Straight
that.
away. Yep.
Right. Caracas off of the Knight of the Reliquary taps to bounce the Mangara. And Phillip saves his Vendilion Click, but that's about it.
Never tap the Mother of Runes unless they make you. That was the old rule anyway, back when it first came out. Bill Macy, who played more Mother of Runes to high success than anyone else I know, I don't think he ever attacked with the Mother of Runes in his life.
Noble Hierarch for Phillip.
It's odd when someone doesn't attack for 5 turns and then finally attacks. It's like, you definitely don't attack. We don't use the Mother.
I think that was a Scrib Ranger on top for Todd. Only got a quick peek.
Exciting.
Caracas to bounce the Vendilion Click for Todd.
He doesn't want the Scrib Ranger. He's also, well, I mean, Phillip doesn't have a whole lot of lands in play, so Todd's making him think, right? He can contain the Legends with the Caracas. And Phillip can't play like 3 cards, right?
Yeah.
Play one at a time.
So,
He's really
yeah, aggressive with the
aggressive
Mother
with
of
the
Runes.
Mother of Runes. Maybe Todd will go get like a Barbarian ring here.
If you signed up for $10
this.
booster
So,
draft number 4,
another
your event is
attacking
ready
Pride
on stage.
Mage,
Once again,
blocked
if you
by the
signed
Mother
up
of
for
Runes
$10
and given
booster draft
protection.
number 4,
Lockdown.
your event has fired. Please come to the
Todd
event
gets-
stage.
Todd Anderson is he's not fooling around this game.
He gets a Wasteland off of Knight of the Reliquary and takes out the other tropical island the second time.
I do not know how long Phillip Drennen can keep
Commander
blocking
EH
and using the
number
Mother of
5,
Runes
your
like that.
event is ready.
It's already bitten him once. And
Pride Mage for Phillip.
Players Aaron and Bit of booster draft number 4. Your event is ready.
Todd
Once
untaps,
again,
draws.
players Aaron and Bit.
Gideon.
Booster
Is it
draft
Gideon?
number
Gideon.
4. Your event is ready.
I
Oh,
think
wow.
it's Gideon.
Gideon.
All right, Knight of the Reliquary. Yeah, he's looks like he's trying to pay for it.
He's making
some
McMahon
mana.
with Gideon.
That's
I'm sorry,
a
for
big
Gideon.
knight, an 8/8 knight. Oh, and he gets a
Whoa!
Gaia's Cradle.
I didn't even notice that in
I
this
always
list.
forget about Gaia's Cradle.
So 1, 2, 3, 5.
So he added a white with the land, adds a second
And
white
he's
with
got
the
some
hierarch,
floating.
and he's got some floaters. Yeah. So there's Gideon. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got 5 creatures, right? So he's got 2 green floating.
I mean, maybe he just executes the the
The hierarch?
noble hierarch now.
But doesn't Mother of Runes just give it protection from white?
Oh, yeah, you're right. That would be horrible.
Yeah.
Making everyone attack is better, even though he'll
But-
just tap his utility, guys.
Yeah, but still.
Oh, he's gonna let Phillip see if he's gonna play the same play that he's been playing, and then execute somebody.
Ah, Viridian Shaman. Just a guy.
It's good against Jete, right?
Yeah, but I mean, he just played it as just a guy, you know.
Yep, that's it.
And Todd Anderson, 2-0 versus Phillip Drennen, with the blue version of Maverick, or just
Death and taxes.
Death and Taxes with a Death and Taxes deck.